All right, I'm ready to do some homework reviews today so that you can get kind of caught up with making sure your answers were correct. All these homeworks have been graded for you already, so we're just catching up with reviewing them. Number 17. Find the equation of the line with the slope m that passes through the given point. In order to do this, we put it in point-slope form first. Y minus y1, which is 5, equals m, which is 1, times x minus x1, which is 3. It gives us y minus 5 equals x minus 3. Add the 5 over, y equals x plus 2. Number 18. Doing the same thing. Y minus 1 equals m, which is our slope, times x minus a negative 2, which makes that plus 2. Distribute my 2 now. Y minus 1 equals 2x plus 4. Add the 1 over, y equals 2x plus 5. Number 19. Y minus 2 equals negative 1 times x minus 6. Flip these signs, it gives me y minus 2 equals negative x plus 6. Add the 2 over, y equals negative x plus 8. Number 20, y plus 5, because it's minus a negative, equals 0 times x minus a negative 4. Distribute my 0, this whole side becomes 0. Subtract the 5. Y equals negative 5 is the equation of our line. That's going to be a horizontal line because it has 0 slope. 21. First, we have to find the slope. Y2 minus y1, that's negative 2 minus negative 5. That's going to give us a positive 3 over x2 minus x1. That's 3 over negative 3, which is negative 1. Plug a point back in. Y minus negative 5, so that's y plus 5, equals negative 1 times x minus 0, so that's just negative 1x. Subtract the 5 over, y equals negative x minus 5. Number 22, find our slope first. Negative 1 minus 3, that's negative 4. 2 minus 4, that's negative 2. Negative 4 over negative 2 is 2. Plug a point in. Y minus 3 equals 2 times x minus 4. Distribute my 2. Y minus 3 equals 2x minus 8. Add the 3 over. Y equals 2x minus 5. Number 23. I was just going to try to move them, but that's becoming a hassle. Number 23. Y2 minus y1. It's going to get a little uglier. I have to make this a fraction with a denominator of 3. So I'm just going to make it 9 over 3. If I divided that back out, that would give me 3. 9 minus 2 gives me 7 over 3. On the bottom, 1/3 minus 4/3. That gives me negative 3/3. Flip the bottom and multiply. That's how we divide fractions. 7/3 times 3 over negative 3. These 3's cancel. I'm left with 7 over negative 3. So once I have that, that's my slope. Now I do y minus 3. I'm choosing this point this time just because there was no fraction there. Y minus 3 equals 7 over negative 3 times x minus 1/3. Distribute to negative 7/3. That gives me y minus 3 equals negative 7/3 x. Multiplying this out, that gives me plus 7/9. Now I have to add 3 to that. So I have to get a common denominator of 9. So it would give me y equals negative 7/3 x 7/9 plus 27/9. It's going to be plus 34/9. Number 24. 15 minus 7 is 8. 6 minus 6 is 0. Now I have a 0 in the denominator, so this is undefined. It tells me this is a vertical line. And my equation is going to be x equals 6. It's a vertical line. That's all you have to write. (25) through 28, determine whether PQ is parallel or perpendicular to the line through R and S. All we have to do is find our slopes. -1 minus 5, that's -6. -1 minus 2, that's -3. It gives me a slope of 2. Now let's check RS. 1 minus 2 is -1. 6 minus 4 is 2. If it's perpendicular, it's the opposite reciprocal. So this is 2/1, which means we flip it and make it negative. It gives me -1/2. So these are perpendicular. Next one, 1 minus 3/2. That gives me -1/2. 1 minus 0 gives me 1. So this is -1/2 over 1. So it's just -1/2. This one, 9 minus 7 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. These are opposite reciprocals again. So it's also perpendicular. 29 through 31, determine whether the lines whose equations are given are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So in order to do this easiest, I just get the y by itself. So I'm going to subtract the 2x over and add 2. It gives me y equals 2x plus 2. Kind of the same thing here. I'm going to get y by itself. 2y equals -4x minus 18. Now I have to divide by 2. Y equals -2x minus 9. This is not the opposite reciprocal, and it's not the same, so this is neither. Number 30, subtract the 3x and the 3 over. So it's 3x. This was a -3, so it becomes a +3. Subtract the 6x and 17 over. Gives me 2y equals -6x minus 17. Divide by 2. That gives me y equals -3x. I can stop there because my slopes are the same. Parallel. I have 2x plus 4. Subtract the 0.5x over. That gives me -0.5x or -1/2x minus 3. So that is going to be perpendicular. I've never been more amazed at how few of you watch the videos. So, with that in mind, the word of the day is software. If you send me an email with the word software, I will give you 10 bonus points on your quiz. Either the last quiz or the next quiz. Send me the word software, get you 10 bonus points. Or you can split it up, 5 and 5. Matter of fact, that's how we're going to do it. We're going to split it 5 and 5. 5 between the last quiz, 5 between the next quiz. Sales of a software company increased linearly from 120,000 in 1996 to 180,000 in 1999. Find an equation that expresses the sales y in year x. where x equals 0 corresponds to 1996. Estimate the sales in 2001. So I have 120,000 in 1996. So I do 180 minus 120, that gives me 60,000, divided by 99 minus 96. That's 60,000 over 3, which gives me a slope of 20,000. So since that's in x equals 0 years, I do y equals 20,000 x plus 120,000. Estimate the sales in 2001. That would be 5 years after our original, so I just put 5 in. 20,000 times 5 is 100,000 plus 120 gives me 220,000. That is the sales. I don't know why I started with the last homework assignment first. Did I? What is even happening? Oh, okay. All right, so that was the last homework assignment. Let's go back to second to last, I guess. For which of the line segments in the figure is the slope the largest? So it's got to be going up and to the right by the highest amount. This one goes up the fastest, so it is C. What is it the smallest? That means it's got to be going down the fastest. That would be B. Largest in absolute value? That means that it's going to be going up the fastest if I was to flip it over. Or always make it positive. That would be B as well. Closest to 0, that's the slope that's going to be the least steep. That would be A. In exercises 3 to 6, find the slope and y-intercept of the line whose equation is given. So in order to do this, I'm going to add the y over first. That gives me y equals 2x plus 5. That's slope-intercept form. So the slope would be 2 and the y-intercept 5. For this one, I have to get y by itself. I'm going to subtract the 3x over. 4y equals negative 3x plus 7. Divide by 4. Y equals negative 3/4 x plus 7/4. This is my slope. This is my y-intercept. Number 5, I'm going to distribute first. Gives me 3x minus 6 plus y equals 7 minus 6y minus 24. Get my y's together. I'll add this over. Gives me 7y. I'm going to subtract the 3x over and add the 6 over. So it gives me minus 3x. Then adding the 6 over gives me minus 18. Divide by 7. This is all for number 5, by the way. Divide by 7. That gives me negative 3/7 x minus 18/7. Negative 3/7 would be my slope. Negative 18/7 is the y-intercept. Number 6. 2y minus 6. I just distributed my 2. Plus x minus 6 equals 4x plus 4 minus 2. Just simplify now. 2y plus x minus 12 equals 4x plus 2. Get the y by itself. Means I'm going to subtract this x over and add the 12 over. That's going to give me 2y equals 3x plus 14. Divide by 2, y equals 3/2 x plus 7. This is our slope. This is our y-intercept. Number 7, find the slope of the line through the given points. 7 minus 2 is 5. Over 3 minus 1 is 2. Number 8. Negative 1 minus negative 2 is a positive 1. 2 minus negative 1 is 3. 1/3. Number 9. 2 minus 0 is 2. 3/4 minus 1/4 is 2/4. Means I have to flip it and multiply. It gives me 2 times 4 over 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Number 10. Negative 9 minus negative 1 gives me negative 8. 2 minus root 2 gives me 2 minus root 2. I can't do anything with that. On the bottom, find a number t such that the line passing through the two given points has a slope of negative 2. I do 4 minus t over 9 minus 0 equals, it's got to be negative 2. That's a t. So the bottom's going to be 9. I multiply both sides by 9. That gives me 4 minus t equals negative 18. Subtract the 4 over. It gives me negative t equals negative 22. Divide by negative 1, t equals 22. Number 12. 5 minus t equals negative 3 minus 1. That's negative 4. Equal to negative 2. Multiply both sides by 4. Get 5 minus t equals 8. Subtract the 5. Negative t equals 3. T equals negative 3. Number 13. T plus 1 equals 6. I'm sorry. T plus 1. I'm messing all kinds of things up. 6 minus t plus 1. Then our y would be negative 3t plus 7 minus 5. That equals negative 2. Ooh. I distribute my negative on the top. That gives me 6 minus t minus 1. On the bottom, I'll combine like terms. Negative 3t plus 2 equals negative 2. I get negative t plus 5 on top. Just doing 6 minus 1. Negative 3 plus 2 equals negative 2. Multiply both sides by the bottom here. Gives me negative t plus 5 equals negative 2 times negative 3t plus 2. Distribute the negative 2. Gives me 6t minus 4. Negative t plus 5. Going to add this negative t over to this side, so I'm going to add it. So it's going to be 7t minus 4. Add the 4 over. Gives me 9 equals 7t. Divide by 7. T equals 9/7. That one was ugly. Number 14. 9 minus t over 5 minus t. That equals negative 2. Multiply the 5 minus t over. 9 minus t equals negative 10 plus t. Add this t over. Gives me 9 equals negative 10 plus 2t. Add the 10 over. Gives me 19 equals 2t. Divide by 2. T equals 8.5. All right, up to the more recent, or the furthest back assignment, I believe it was. Yeah. So we had to do a case partial sum. So that was from k equals 1 to 6 of 2 plus 5 times n minus 1. Now, a lot of you would have just figured each one out from here. But remember, there's a formula for this. So if I'm trying to find the sixth one, I first plug in 6. So this would be u sub 6 equals 5 times n, or 5 times 6 is 30. We're plugging 6 in, so it's 6 minus 1. That's 5 times 5, that's 25, plus 2 is 27. U sub 1 we know is 2. Now to figure this out, we use our formula. So we're going to do k over 2, which is 6 over 2, times u sub 1, which is 2, plus u sub k, which in this case was 27. That gives us 3 times 29, and that's just equal to 87. Next one, k equals 8. So we want to I'm struggling. Want to set it up first. K equals 1 to 8. U sub 1 is 2/3 plus n minus 1 times negative 4/3. Now plug the 8 in. U sub 8 equals 2/3 plus, it's going to be 7 times 4 over 3. 7 times 4 is 28 over 3. And a 2. It gives me 30 over 3, which is 10. Plug it in. We get 8 over 2 times 10 plus 2/3. That's going to give me 32 over 3 times 4. Four times 32 is 128 over 3. Number 15. K equals 7. U sub 1 equals 3/4. Our difference is negative 1/2. So let's find u sub 7. U sub 7 equals u sub 1 plus 7 minus 1, that's 6, times our common difference, negative 1/2. That's going to give us 3/4 minus 3/2. I'm sorry, minus 3. In order to do that, we're going to make that 3/4 minus 12/4 gives us negative 9/4. So inside of here is negative 6/4. That's negative 42 over 8. We can reduce that by dividing the top and bottom by 2. It gives me 21 over 4. Number 16, we got k equals 9. So it's 9 over 2. And then it tells us u sub 1 equals 6 and u sub 9 equals 24. We'll do 6 plus negative 24. That's 6 minus 24. Gives us negative 18. 9 over 2 times negative 18. These I can simplify. I get 9 times negative 9, which is negative 81. Number 17. K equals 6 over 2, that's 3. Negative 4 plus 14. This gives me 30. Number 18. 10 over 2 times 30. 10 over 2 is 5 times 30 is 150. I'm done. All right. I'll give you another assignment tonight. I already did that one. Cool. Give you another assignment tonight, and we'll move on to a new topic tomorrow.